Hello everybody, Ty Cholera here, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time we entered the Skyview Temple looking for Zelda and obtained a map, the greatest of all inventions. Yeah, Zelda's right there. This time we'll be continuing farther into the Skyview Temple. Last time we were able to obtain a key by a very complicated sequence of events. And this time we'll be able to progress even further. I did not mean to pull out my shield there. Alright, here we go. So, this is the heart of Skyview Temple. This is the largest room, as you can probably tell, and there's a lot of stuff in here. So, if you shoot this crystal right at the top, there's really not much you can do in here at the moment, but there will be some more stuff that we can do later on. You shoot the crystal up at the top, and enter the room. There's an interesting pile of bones right there. And it comes alive to kill us. May I introduce to you the Stalfos. It is a fairly difficult enemy, honestly, because it's all directional slices. As soon as you get close to it, it'll start... Ow. It'll start holding up its swords in a specific pattern, and you have to hit it in that pattern, or against the pattern, so that you won't hit it in its swords. You can tell about how much health it has by how many ribs are left in it. I think. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it says. I mean, I guess we could ask Fia, see if she knows. The skeleton soldier is born of the dead. In its previous life, it was an ordinary knight, but undeath. That's an interesting word, has improved its combat abilities. It's possible to overpower with a well-timed shield bash during a creature's attack. And she's gonna say that you can't measure how good we do against these guys because she's not very good at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was scary. Ah. Oh my goodness, I was hitting him. Okay. I'm actually kind of worried here. I always have a hard time Never mind, I don't always have a hard time fighting those guys. But I usually have a hard time fighting those guys. Anyways, upon his defeat, he will drop a chest with a special present for us. You got a thing! You got the beetle! The unexplained power contained within this insect-shaped item allows you to control it as it flies through the air. And it's going to tell us how to control it. But, yeah. Anyways, we have a brand new regular item, so this will not be stored in our adventure pouch. We will be able to use it anytime. And he's going to tell us that it can fly! It can't carry us, sadly, but it can fly, and we can go and collect various items with it. Sorry if you are hearing the timer that is behind me. There's a timer going off behind me, and it's kind of annoying. But anyways, sorry if you can hear that. Anyways, so now we can control the beetle by flying around. You can hit stuff and it'll die. But you can collect hearts, you can collect rupees with it, you can collect all sorts of fun objects with it. But its most useful purpose? Hitting switches. So we were able to hit that switch that was outside the door, and now the door has opened up to us once again, allowing us to exit. One thing to note, your slingshot is now almost completely useless. I say almost because there is one or two more times that you will have to use it, but for the most part, prepare to never see that thing again. You just won't need it, I promise. Also, one cool feature about the beetle, if you aim it right, which I didn't, you can kill Dekubabas in one hit. You can just go straight through their stalk, and if you can hit them correctly, which I didn't, but if you can, I'm not even gonna, I'll show you with some upside down ones because those are easier. But if you hit their stalks, then they will die instantly. And it decided that that was a necessary enough thing to show me. But I will collect that because that's always useful. So it's fairly easy to control for the most part, at least according to me. Don't know why you would trust this user though, because most people say that it's not. I think it is. I enjoy the beetle. It's a nice take on a boomerang, which is a normal Zelda item that would usually appear, but we don't see it here. If I could stop pulling out my sword by continually shaking my Wii remote. But I like the beetle a lot. It's a lot of fun. So now we are able to progress because we were able to hit that switch, and we can enter into this room in the back here. There's not much we can do in that room in the other room at the moment, but the door closes behind us and we are unable to escape. Oh, there's this guy also. You can flip those guys upside down if they're on the ground simply by swinging upward and then do a fatal blow on their underside and they will die. So now the door is open, but we don't want to go there yet because we still have that chest in there, followed by those eyeballs. If you were to... There are 3 eyeballs there, and the upper one won't register. It won't see you. So you gotta go and find a way that it will. Well, if you were paying attention, there's this box right here. This box looks a little bit more sturdy than the crate we knocked down before. So if you knock that crate down, as you can see, it did not break, and it's on this special track that we can now push it across. This may take a while because Link pushes things really slowly. It's just how things are. This isn't the Lego games. You can't just push things because you want to. At least, not really easily. And it even takes stamina, which is not fun. But, I digress. No, that's not quite in position yet. It's actually kind of hard to get this thing into position. Oh, there's another box up there that I didn't see. If you guys want me to get the box, comment below. Actually, I'll probably just get it anyways. I think that's in a good position. No, don't do that, Link. Hop on top. Okay. So yeah, now you are able to kill all 3 eyes at once if they will get dizzy. I don't actually know these guys' names. I think they're registered as enemies, but I'm not sure. If they are enemies, I really hope that their name is Mr. I, because that's an amazing reference to the Mario franchise, as it also had an enemy named Mr. I that you dizzied to death. Yes, I'm going to say that. It's my channel. Deal with it. I missed. Missed real bad. Alright, here we go. Now we're not gonna miss. We're not gonna miss this time. I promise. Actually, I don't promise. Oh, it actually worked! It was literally just a bunch of farts. Thanks, game. You were helpful. Anyways, we can't go back the way we came. Because if you noticed, we had to drop through a hole in order to get there. However, as you can see, there is that switch off in the distance that we now have an item to allow us to access. So, by navigating your beetle across through the spider web and beyond the trees, we can raise the water level. Again, I don't get all the water physics in this dungeon because seriously, it's not a water temple. I refuse to let it be a water temple. And I think you can actually just... Oh, you can knock him off, I guess. He's supposed to go up. Thank you. You can knock him off, and he died. And more trees with money inside of them. I wouldn't ask myself why there is money inside of these trees, because, let's face it, does anyone really know why there is money inside of the trees? And I didn't get that one in time, and so I'm sad now. But there's money inside the trees. Deal with it. We can now enter this tunnel, and it'll take us right back to here. And my camera's being weird again. So as you can see, we're back at the entrance where we came into that room. And the door will close behind us, and we're able to continue forward. Here we got more keys. Copeland just noticed me while I was fighting the keys because I accidentally targeted the keys instead of him, even though I wanted to target him. Thanks, game. Sometimes the targeting can just be super wonky and go after things you don't want it to. And yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes. But anyways, we have some more pathways up here, and some of them, I thought all of them did, but some of them will contain money for you, but that one didn't. I think that mushroom one does. Let's see. After that one, I'm not sure, because I thought all of them contain money, and I'm not very good at that, so we're not going to worry about it. here's the direction we need to go, and there's another rope bridge with 3 Deku Babas. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier, you can simply just kill them straight away by chopping off their heads by chopping off their heads, I suppose, is the best way of describing it. You chop off their heads with the... I can't hit that guy. You kill them like this with the beetle. Oh my goodness. Words are hard still. I know that was the last episode. That's the last episode thing. I won't say that again. I'm sorry. Oh, there's actually stuff down there. I didn't realize there was floor down there. I thought it was just going to be a bottomless pit. I did test this before I started recording today, by the way. Bottomless pits don't take health for some unknown reason. The door closes behind us. We can't leave, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, bottomless pits don't kill you. So... Oh, yeah, these guys, I hate these guys. These are new enemies. You have to kill all 3 heads at once. And that was a lot faster than I'm usually able to kill those guys. The door opens, and I believe that that's where we're supposed to go next. Yeah, that is where we're supposed to go next. Just making sure. I thought I saw something up on the walls, but I was wrong. Anyways, my controller is glitching out. Anyways, something I feel like I should mention, didn't mention it in the last episode. I have started school by this point, so videos may not be coming out quite as consistently. Just throwing this out there, simply because... Oh crap, I gotta do that. Simply because I won't have as much time being in school now. And just to let you guys know how crazy my school is, it is currently August 2nd. I started school a week ago. That just goes to show how early I had to start school this year. It's ridiculous. And that spider just fell on a cliff. I'd almost feel sorry for him, but he's an enemy, so I don't. Anyways, that's what's been happening. So videos might start coming out a little bit slower. I'm going to start recording them a lot more in advance, so they hopefully be able to continue to come out on Saturdays. But just a quick note. Actually, I don't want to go out there. Just a quick note that I may be getting them out not as often. Oh, I didn't know he was scared of the beetle. I thought I could attract him over to my... Oh, I can. I didn't know he was scared of the beetle. That's kind of funny. Once again, hit him with the beetle, and he will fall to his doom, and it is hilarious. Oh my goodness. The balancing can actually be kind of annoying and finicky sometimes, and I don't know why it's so finicky all the time, but it is, so it's just something you have to watch out for. Anyways, we have a giant door here, and it's locked tight. We can't get it. It's got this weird symbol on it. On our map. That's where Zelda is. I have no idea what is beyond that door. It could not possibly be the boss. Okay, enough being weird. It is the boss. We're almost done with the dungeon. And so we just have this last room. We have to find the key, which is, I promise, in this room, so don't go scouring the entire dungeon looking for the key. So we're just gonna look around. There's really only one option that you can take, and that is to climb these vines up here. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a wall somewhere, and I couldn't find it. So yeah, this is where the boss key will be found. So don't worry about going through the entire dungeon to find it. Oh yeah, that was scary. Anyways, yeah. So I actually really like this room because you're on all these tree roots. And can this be knocked down? Okay. I was gonna say, am I gonna need to pull out my slingshot again? Because that's just weird. You never see that. Anyway, I really like this room because you got all these trees everywhere that you gotta climb across. I love how the nature has worked itself into the architecture of the dungeon, and that's just something kind of clever and creative, in my opinion. I mean, I know it's been done before, but I just like this room because it looks pretty, and I messed it up. That was bad. That was really bad. Oh man, I feel bad about that attempt there. You can stop the swinging with B, but it's so much easier just to go straight in to the... Okay. Did I make it? What? No! Why? Why didn't that work? I should have made that. Fine. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll stop swinging, slide down just a little bit, and then swing. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that I did not make that. Okay, if I don't make this jump, I will be legit mad. Okay. I don't want that to happen again, because that was annoying. As you can see, white chest right there. I have no idea what could possibly be in that. Yeah, you already know what it's in. It's the boss key, actually. It's the golden carving, but in truth, it is the boss key, I promise. Don't freak yourself out. It is the boss key for the game. Which brings me into the... That was bad. Oh, man. Which brings me into the boss key mechanics for this game. I love the idea that they had with the boss key. So instead of just having a regular key, we have these weird carvings, like we just got with the what was it, the sealed carving? Couldn't remember if it was sealed or stone. I think it's sealed carving, because it doesn't look like it's stone. But anyways, as you the way these work, when you come up to the door, you grab them, and then you have to insert the key yourself. And in it goes. And it fits ever so nicely and glows for just a little bit, and then it shatters. It's broked. You can't use it anymore. Why you would need to, because the door's already open. I haven't saved in a little while. This could be bad, because if I die, then I go to the last point where I saved. So, guys, I need you to pray for me. Hope I don't die. Okay. Oh, man. Here we go. Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart. Yet here you are, not in pieces. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It's just the girl that matters now. I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked her majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, but listen to me. I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Demon Lord who presides over this land you look down upon. This world you call the surface. You may call me Girahim. In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged with my full title, Lord Girahim, but I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword? Foolish boy. By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of the goddess snatched her away. Do you have any idea how that made me feel inside? Furious, outraged, sick with anger. This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take all my anger out on you. Which is why I promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Demon Lord Girahim. His gimmick is where he will try to block your sword attacks. So you have, if you try to hit him normally, he'll do that. He'll block your so you. Oh crap! What's he doing? Oh, I actually got scared for a second there. Okay. Oh, this is not good. Sometimes he will take your sword from you and throw it at you, which is not a good thing. Anyways, so what you have to do is you have to hold your sword in one direction, like so, and then move it to the other direction and then hit him that way. After a little while, he should... Here we go. He'll start his second phase, which is more akin to regular boss fights, waiting for him to strike you, and then... Okay. Oh, that's a bad move. I hit... Oh, never mind. Okay. You have to wait for him to strike you, and then you hit him back. He has a variety of attacks. This one is the hardest of his to attack, or to dodge. He does this dash forward. When he does that, you want to do what I thought you were supposed to do. When he's a lot like the Stalfos, honestly, in this phase. So you have to... Ow, I thought I back dodged there. Yeah, he's a lot like the Stalfos. You have to hit him where his sword isn't, so he won't block your attacks. That's pretty much it, honestly. His little knives are pretty easy to avoid. So don't worry too much about it. Okay, nope, still didn't do the attack I thought he was going to do. He does have a stabbing attack that might actually be in a different fight with him, because you will have to fight him multiple times. If you couldn't tell, he is kind of an important character, considering we saw an entire cutscene about him before we even entered Deep Woods. If you remember, we saw his feet kind of disappear. I didn't mention it because I wanted it to be a surprise, but I'm not good at surprise. Anyways, I love this character. He is one of my favorite Zelda villains, and he's just so unique. His character is flamboyant. I thought I had did a backflip there. His character is just so flamboyant and so fun to hang out with. I guess that was a weird statement. I don't know. I'm literally not trying to. Is my controller seriously messing up now of all times? You've got to be kidding me. This is bad, guys. I am so sorry. Anyways, I really love Girahim's character. He's just this flamboyant guy who does all this weird stuff just because he can. Okay. Oh, crap. That was bad. I wasn't paying attention. Nope. I think B is actually trying to tell me that I'm low on hearts. Let me guess. Yep, she's gonna tell me that my hearts are low. That's, yeah, not very useful. If I could stop running at the wall! If you do remember, I do have a fairy, so I should be okay, and there he goes. I'm sorry, that took a lot longer than I was anticipating. Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you're still alive. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. The girl's presence has all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Sky Child. Run and play this time. Get in my way again, though, and you're dead. And it's a giant heart piece. So what does that mean? It's a heart container. Which you'll see that in a minute. That will refill one entire heart. It'll give you one more heart now. So we now have 7 hearts instead of just the 6 that we had before. Anyways, this door looks like we can open it. So let's do so and head right into it. This area, I don't know what it's called. I think it's a spring. It's called a spring. It's called the Skyview spring, I think, actually. Anyways, it's really pretty, and I really like it. So, there's a few things in this area. As you could see, there was a rupee on top of that pillar. But there's really not a whole lot. in this area. It's just here to be pretty and to guide you through the next story-related stuff. So, as you can see, there is a Skyward crest or whatever. Hit that with your Skyward strike, and something will happen, like things usually do. Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate for you. From the edge of time, I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to 2 sacred places to purify her body. You stand in You stand in one of these places, Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. The second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Eldin. The spirit maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted to her, has set out for the second sacred place. You got the ruby tablet. The weathered surface of this heavy stone feels very old. And she comes right back out as soon as she goes back in. Not sure why. Master, as I just translated, it would appear that Zelda purified herself in the waters of the spring. I calculate a 97% chance that she has already set out for Eldin, where another great spring exists. However, it is not clear what methods of travel Zelda used to move from here to her next destination. My analysis suggests you should take the tablet to the altar in Skyloft. Doing so will likely open a new column of light on the surface, allowing you to descend to another area and continue your search for Zelda. Let's return to the sky once more before continuing our search. The bird statue outside can take us back up. So we'll be teleported back to the entrance of the dungeon. Or right outside the entrance of the dungeon. And I'm going to end things off right here. This video was a lot longer than I intended it to be. I am very sorry. I just really wanted to be able to finish that dungeon. And Girahim took a little bit longer than I was expecting. So I'm sorry about the length. But we're going to end things off right here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we'll be returning to the sky to place the fire tablet. Or I think it was the fire tablet. Into the statue of the goddess and seeing what the new Eldin region has in store for us. I'll see you guys then. Bye.